My name's Charlie Etheridge-Nunn, a miserable pile of secrets. So, today is the 14th of August, and the RPG a day word of the day is mystery. And I had a quite specific, interesting experience with mysteries in RPGs back during lockdown. The second campaign I ran during lockdown was Yellow King. It's by Pelgrane Press. It's set around the Yellow King mythos rather than any Lovecraftian version of it. So we're talking proper Robert W. Chambers Yellow King here, and I love Chambers' stories. His Yellow King work is amazing. It's an RPG which I took about a year or so to read, to process, research, look into a lot of art from the 1890s in France specifically, and started making a kind of art horror campaign for my group. And we played through it. And the first scenario, I think, was about 10,000 words of me setting up a mystery. And it's the kind of thing where, actually, hang on. So, I have an example here from Black Star Magic, a book that's been on my desk for ages because I've not actually got around to reading it yet. I will. I will. It's, here along with Space 1999 and countless others, but, this will happen. So this is the format of a mystery. You have an introduction, you have core scenes and alternate scenes. Anyone that's been watching me so far will have known I like hard and soft points in RPGs as ways of helping push through the story, even if the players veer off a bit. Now, I spent way too long. I used little color pickers to make, like, this is black and white, but the cool ones are all color. And I made my little flowcharts in the right colors, even though I was literally the only one who'd see it. And I, wrote 10,000 words for the first one, nearly that for the second, about 5,000 for the third. And by the time we hit the last mystery, it was post-it notes. We did have a time loop one where I had charts, and yeah, it was fun, but at the same time, it was grueling. As I say, I took about a year ahead of time making it, and as entertaining as it was, I was exhausted. Like, it could have, probably, frankly, should have had another couple of mysteries in there. Um, but I was very, very ready to be done. Now, of course, I'm going back to the Gauntlet because I'm a hideous sucker for them. I am very brindle-pilled. That game up there, the glorious Brindlewood Bay, I ran maybe a week or so afterwards, and it's a game about an old lady book group who solve murders and has some vague occult undertones that get bigger and bigger the more the campaign goes on. It's fantastic. And the thing is, the mysteries are all like 4 pages, 5 pages. 1 second. That it is. Ba-ba-bum. Yes, so All Hallows Scream. Lovely art. Hey, Ghostface. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pages. Not including the cover for the scenario. All of that, that's a mystery. It has a setup. Inevitably, in Brindlewood Bay, it's a murder. But the murder's happened, and you are asked to find who did it. You're given a list of suspects, locations, clues, and void clues, which for campaign length kind of things. And you investigate, but the thing is, the GM doesn't know who'd done it. Now, I've run some of the scenarios a couple of times, and they've been very different each time. And it's that thing of, they aren't longer than any of the scenarios that I wrote, barring the post-it or charts one. And they are beautifully handled. They are very evocative. And even though they're, pre-written scenarios, they are so open that you can encounter them again and again. And I've been loving the actual plays that the Gauntlet put out. Generally, Jason Cordova or any aligned kind of podcasts or anything, people like The Bad Spot with their Between campaign, Ain't Slayed Nobody, you can listen to the same scenarios being done again and again, and each time they are different, and that's fascinating. As a GM that often runs things for different groups, seeing that, being able to be entertained by that as me, as the GM, and go, oh, every time something new, that's amazing. And I played one scenario, I think, of Brindlewood Bay. I was like, don't want to go back. Don't want to go back to those fixed ones. Like, when I eventually get round to running my second campaign of Yellow Kings set in the wars, I kind of feel like I'm going to have to do it in a Brindle way as well. So yeah, what mystery systems do you like, and are you Brindle pilled? Let me know in the comments.